Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher of Realms. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going over Gear Raid 3, the most difficult gear raid that we're having issues with right now. It has a lot to do with not having Lady A, and that's what this team is. It is a non-Lady A team for Gear Raid 323. I've yet to figure out Gear Raid 324 yet, but I wanted to share this team with you and see if you could give it a shot. But anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, so this fight is going to be tight. This is the team that we're going to be using. It's going to be Yovar, Nyx, Silas, Alora, Yuri, Yao Chen. We have a cost regen hero. I like to use Cyrene, works pretty well for me. Erlong Shen. We have Aelin and Eloin. Eloin's in there for rage regen, and then Aelin is a healer that has a low cost. And then we have the inspiration unit coming from Yao Chen. Cost regen coming from Cyrene. We have some vulnerabilities and stuff coming from Erlong Shen. He's going to be able to put defense reduction up on the boss, as well as during his ultimate, he's going to put this Heaven's Gaze up there, which is the bear is going to continuously inflicted with 20% vulnerability to physical and magic damage as well. And the range on this is just phenomenal. So everybody ahead of him is going to be able to have that vulnerability up. Now, I'm not really sure if you're going to need the bond skill or not. Increases the maximum number of targets that can be inflicted with Heaven's Gaze from the third eye by 2. The enemies inflicted with Heaven's Gaze deal 20% less damage to this hero. I mean, I guess it could help. It could help, but I don't think it's really necessary or anything. Anyways, I'll show you the gear after the fight, and let's get into it right now. Alright, so here we are. As you can see, I did do this fight essentially 20 times or so, trying to record it to make it work right. My original time that I did it is the same concept, just over and over and over again, tweaking some gear. And there's also some RNG kind of built into the boss and who she's going to attack as well. So that's something you got to keep in mind. This is also a team that's using Alora without her exclusive gear piece. So I'll explain that when we get to it. But I am going off of a recording here because it's so RNG based that I wanted to make sure that I have you a good full run so you can see what it is without having to sit here and keep recording and recording and doing it live. But I will explain it the best I can. So let's start up here. First, we're going to be starting with Cyrene. Get some cost going. The Yuri is going to get placed as soon as possible. This is extremely tight. As soon as you have 12 cost, you have to put Yuri down. As soon as you have 6 cost, you have to put Yao Chen down. You have to switch her to inspiration and activate Yuri. You have to do this all as soon as possible. Keep that in mind. It's really, really tight. That's when we go over the gear. The stats that are going to be on the heroes are going to be very specific as well. Continue. Or here comes Yao Chen, switch our inspiration, activate Yuri, start attacking the mobs on the right side up there. Now, the cost is going to go up to 19, and as soon as Cyrene triggers, you need to make sure Silas is placed down as soon as possible. I'm going to keep reiterating that, as soon as possible. If you don't take out these 2 enemies that are up here before the boss starts, or before they start to move down and get damage on Cyrene, it will fail. You need to make sure that Silas is ready to go. Alright, so get him down. He has about 20% rage regen and built into his kit. As soon as Alora is ready, you're going to place her down facing up on the right side. She won't be able to take care of this first enemy on her own, so we'll have to use Yovar in a moment, and you'll see how that goes. It's all really tight. As you can see, as soon as we got that 12 cost, we placed Alora down. She goes invisible and she starts doing some damage. Maybe, depending on your gear, if you can make it happen without Yovar going face to the right, all the better yet, right? You can get Alora to take these guys down. Maybe you have a few more awakenings than I do. She's A1 in this team here. All right, activate Silas as soon as possible. And he's going to start hitting these 2 enemies on the left side. Sorry about the warning screen there. There's some RNG that can be built up here based on his damage. You do want to make sure that that enemy is taken out before Silas switches over to the boss. If he doesn't take it out before he switches over to the boss, you're likely gonna fail. So, and you can see that I did not, but I was lucky enough to survive the hit. It seems to be if you take that enemy out, the boss is going to attack Yuri and attack Silas. If you do take it out, it seems to attack Diao Chen. I don't really know the difference, but it's just some RNG that's kind of built in there. He's going to switch over, take care of that enemy. You're going to see now the boss is going to go ahead and hit Yuri and Silas. Place your Aelin down as soon as possible. Okay. It actually hit Diao Chen and Yovar, which is fine. It's like I said, I don't know what makes them decide which hero it's going to attack, but at this point in time, you know, it's like I said, it's built into RNG. I just make sure that they have right around 25k HP, the DPS units here, just to make sure to cover your bases. Activate Yovar, and there's not much health left there. As soon as the enemy goes down, pick him up, like really fast. I even switched to a different hero and then switch back to make sure that I can pick it up faster because of the way the game mechanics work. It's really tight. You need to be able to place Yovar down as soon as possible again, so you need to get his count going, his cooldown. All right, now we're just kind of hanging out. Activate Aelin. Place down Nyx right around when Cyrene is going to activate, because you need to get your Eloin out as well as soon as possible. There she goes. The Eloin is an invigoration set that's going to give Nyx a boost. That's also going to make it so Nyx doesn't become the main target or get taken out before there's a healer on Nyx. This time around, Alora, for some reason, is able to maybe just get the one extra shot. It's that tight, guys. It's that tight. She is able to take the enemy out. So activate Nyx as soon as you can, then activate Silas as soon as you can as well. Go ahead and hit yourself with Yuri. And always activate Eloin whenever you can, and then place down a Wood Elf in the center there, and then pick it up. That'll give you some more cost back. You actually get cost back from the Wood Elf. So place the Wood Elf, pick it up. There you go, gives you some cost. It's a good chunk of cost too. All right, so Alora just took down the enemy on the right. As you can see, I'm doing the Wood Elf cycle again to get some more cost back, because we do have to do some cycling in this fight. And as soon as you can, you want to switch out Erlang Shen into the center with Cyrene. And then we're also going to activate Alora, because the enemies on the top right are starting to come in. You want to get that activated as soon as possible, otherwise they will start moving down. And before Alora is invisible again, what's going to happen is that Alora is going to get hit by those enemies. So that ultimate needs to be over by the time they start moving down, okay? And the next thing is that we need to place down Yovar so that he becomes the target before Alora is, because she's no longer invisible. So she's technically considered the last place unit. We're gonna activate Erlang Shen. We need to pick up Yuri. And we're gonna go ahead and place down Yovar. As soon as he can be placed down, he will become the target, or somebody else becomes the target besides Alora. So Alora stays safe. If you don't do that, Alora does get hit and taken out. Just now she's invisible again. We're going to activate Silas. We're going to cycle these guys in the center as much as we can. Go ahead and activate Eloin. Place a Wood Elf, pick it up. And as soon as the enemy gets close to Yovar, you can go ahead and activate him. Get rid of the enemy. Okay, it's gone. Go ahead and pick up that Yovar, I believe. I thought I did anyways, but maybe not. I do. Okay, pick up Yovar. Activate Erlang. Get those vulnerabilities up. Keep your Aelin going as well, as often as possible. The damage coming into the center there is a lot. So with her ultimate going, you're gonna need it going. On the right side, we have another enemy coming in. Alora will be able to take care of that single enemy. Enemies are coming on the left. Activate Nyx. Cycle Wood Elf. this point in time, you got like 60 plus cost right now. So a lot of the cycling is kind of over. So you actually don't need to pick up your Wood Elf. You can just like kind of place it down for extra support. Activate Silas. Place Yuri again to help finish off the boss. Right, we're just kind of hanging out here. Activate Yuri. Yuri's going to hit that one boss up there, or that one enemy up there, and then switch over to Erlang Shen, get the vulnerabilities up, and Yuri will start attacking the main boss, and so will Silas, and this should be it for the boss. And at this point on the right side, we're going to activate Alora as soon as that enemy is gone. And as soon as the boss is gone, we can start picking up some of the heroes in the middle, so we have room to place a different one, which is going to be Yovar in bottom right in the center. Cyrene, I place her back down because she has morale set on, so extra damage coming out of her. Now we're just waiting for Yovar. Alora is going to do her work over there. Nyx is doing a fantastic job on the left side up here. And place your Yovar down. Then hopefully you just have the one enemy by the time you get to the end here. Yovar can take care of about half of a health bar. And we just need to activate that ultimate, and the stage is cleared. That's it. You can see how tight that is even on the end there. So it's not really like a half a health bar of that enemy. It's a little bit less, to be honest with you. A little bit going on with the stats here. We have 79 out of Silas. We have, what was that? 63 out of Nyx, 45 out of Laura. We have 45 out of Yuri, and right around 3.5 coming out of our Erlang Shen, and then Silas or Yovar is not really doing that much damage. But all right, let's get to the gear. All right, on to the gear. Let's start with our Alora. Alora is going to be your priority. You're going to want to get her damage up as high as possible. I am using a Cataclysm set. We are running the... I am using a Cataclysm set, and if you have a really nice Starpiercer ring, it's going to be a good option for you to help increase your damage a little bit more. That might get you to the point where you can take the enemy out without actually having to use Yovar, which can save you a lot of cost. Attack bonus all around. You want to get HP bonus on at least one of the substats here, just to make sure that her health is right around 25k. That's what I was saying. In general, you want these guys to be around 25k so they can take a hit. All right, so on the left side, we're going with the Wicked Vengeance set. Attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed. You can see this is a really nice Yovar piece. I actually switched this over to Alora to make sure that Alora is doing the most damage. She benefits from the extra crit rate because she's A1. Attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, and flat attack. You see I didn't go with an attack speed here. I'm trying to get her attack nice and high. On the A1 here, we have excess crit rate is converted into an equal percentage of crit damage. That's why a lot of these pieces here are all really high crit rate, or at least the highest that I had. Okay, 24%. We have one here at 27%. Another one here at 26.5%. Another one here at 29.5%. So just build your Alora to be the beefiest hero on the team. She has to be the beefiest hero on the team. On the artifact, it is a level 25 Falcon's Crest and even has some augmentation going on just to help out a little bit more. This is also really good because it increases anti-air damage by 25%. Scattered shots can bounce one additional time on hit. This is essential for her Alora to take care of the right side on the Gear Raid 3 22+ stages. Otherwise, she just doesn't quite cut it. It's even a little bit tight on the stage 21 to 19 stages. All right, so on to our Yuri. Yuri is really important as well. A Cataclysm set. She is wearing my best Starpiercer piece. This is just to help a little bit in the center. I did move this back and forth between her and Alora, trying to figure out which was best. I had to put it on Yuri. But attack bonus, attack speed, crit rate, crit damage. One of the pieces you want to have HP percentage on as well. A little bit of rage regen here to help her come back to her ultimate more often. Then we have some really spicy Wicked Vengeance pieces on the left side. Quad rolls, attack speed, crit rate, crit damage, attack bonus. most of the heroes are going to be in a similar build. Yuri has really low attack as well, so I went with flat attack here. Onto her artifact, it is only a level 10, but it increases single target damage by 15%. Needle of Torment prioritizes attacking the enemy with the lowest HP. You could swap this out for an Idril's Gaze or a Spirit Siphon, something along those lines. Now she is A1, and on the A1, when dealing damage, there's a 10% chance of putting stun on the target. This is pretty nice if the enemies start to move forward on her, so keep that in mind. But the A0 should be able to cut it. Silas is our next guy here. Now you guys are probably thinking crit damage, crit damage, crit damage, but that's not the case here. We went with attack percentage. I even have some extra renewed vigor here. With attack percentage here, some rage regen, and another one here with some more rage regen, but this one is crit damage. So 2 attack percentage, 1 crit damage. You can even go with 3 attack percentage, so all of his hits are doing a good amount of damage on the enemies. Wicked Vengeance on the left side, same deal, guys. Attack percentage, crit rate, crit damage, and attack speed, and then one of them with flat attack. This piece could be better. I'm not really sure why I used that. Total stats coming at 14.7k attack, 21k HP, a little low. He doesn't really get targeted much, 377% crit damage, and 40% rage regen. And he has his exclusive artifact, level 10. So it could even be updated with that. We have Nyx. Nyx is going to be our next hit. It's going to be Infernal Roar on the right side. Attack bonus, attack speed, crit rate, crit damage, and HP percentage. And this one's going to be flat attack. And this one's going to be HP percentage. So 2 HP percentages on Nyx. You get that HP up to 25k. And then we have attack speed, crit rate, crit damage, and attack bonus. And the same thing here. You like to have her nice and fast. My Nyx is actually Awakened level 4. I'm not sure what awakening you're going to need for Nyx to get by on the left side. It doesn't seem like she's struggling at all. So I would think that, you know, at the A3 is probably plenty. This is just extra rage, but even the A1 should work just fine to keep her ultimate going a little bit longer. And I do have her Scarlet Dagger at level 16. None of these are upgraded. Yovar. Yovar is just in a Cataclysm set, pure attack percentage, and you want Wicked Vengeance on the left side. Run is exclusive. It'll help you a bunch. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Yovar. You're around 20.5k attack. We have crit capped and 320% crit damage. So he's not really that crazy. I did opt for Cataclysm because I wanted his damage to be nice and high just in case an enemy had a little extra health. And Cataclysm seems to be the best for just taking out that single target that comes down. He is Awakened level 2, so he has the attack plus 300, and he increases faction team members' damage to airborne units by 5%. So, I mean, that's pretty essential, that A2. I don't know if it's going to be required, though. Like I said, I'm just trying to help you guys out. Now, his artifact is level 25, and it has some nice augmentations going on in it. This is because I use him for BP. I can't really switch it out to much else. But you could see how his damage was. You probably could get away with an Idril's Gaze or a Spirit Siphon or even a Blight Caller's Claw. Alright, so on these other guys. Erlong Shen, he's going to be in the Tempered Will set. Just HP percentage, picking up some rage regen when you can. You want him to be fast, a lot of rage, a lot of HP, a lot of defense. That's what you're looking for. Do the best you can with his build. He's sitting right around 100k HP, 6k defense, and he has 55% rage regen. I went ahead and put his triple bladed cleave on, but you could run pretty much anything. If you wanted to be a little more tankier, you can build up his defense here with a Goddess Grace or a Dragon Blood Goblet, whatever. Doesn't really matter. You just need to keep him alive, keep him cycling his ultimate as often as possible. As you can see, a lot of his damage, he wasn't really doing much. Cyrene. Cyrene is in a morale set. HP percentage, HP percentage, HP percentage. Try to pick up rage where you can. Then go Astral Guardian on the left side. Try to pick up rage if you can. As you can see, I was not able to pick it up on this piece. But we have plenty of rage here. 74% rage. HP is right around 58.5k. On the artifact, I went with a Key of the Forsaken just to try to keep her alive. She just needs to stay alive. Yao Chen. Yao Chen is going to be in Wings of Grace. Attack bonus, flat attack, get some HP, and then that's about it. You don't really need anything else. You want to go attack bonus, flat attack. If you can pick up some HP, same thing here. Attack bonus, flat attack, and pick up some flat stats here. On the left side, I do have really nice gear. This Diao Chen is actually built extremely well, guys. Attack percentage of 33% on the weapon. And then we have attack percentage 28.5% on the breastplate with some flat attack. Picking up some defensive stats as well. Our artifact is going to be maxed out and augmented. This is going to make a difference when it comes to how fast these guys take the enemies down. She's at 25.3k HP and 15.8 roughly k attack, and that's all that really matters. Aelin and Eloin. Now, I know you guys like to build these heroes with a lot of attack, but really put some focus on the HP. Put them up over 30k HP if you can. Invigoration set, Wings of Grace set, whatever. And then you want to be shooting for a lot of attack speed. You want to make them fast. You want to have some rage regen in there as well. Healing effect if you can pick it up. And that's pretty much it with them. With their artifact, I do have a Crescent Totem. You could probably put on a Euphoric Orb, which increases the attack speed of all heroes in range by 30 every 60 seconds. This can help them do some more damage, cycle a little bit faster. And the same thing for Eloin. She's going to be the same kind of build. And my Eloin's actually A5, so keep that in mind. I don't think that's necessary. But yeah, HP bonus, attack speed, attack bonus, and then trying to pick up some attack speed, rage regen, healing effect, and HP bonus or attack bonus on the left side. Total stats is 35k, just like I was just saying, 30 to 35k. And then with Eloin, you want about 16k attack. And then with Aelin, you want about 8 to 10, should be good enough. And then yeah, 90% rage regen. On the artifact here, on her, I just have the Golden Scarab for some extra rage. Guys, I think that's it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope this helps you out and come up with some ideas. Let me know if you come up with anything else that works good. I'm actually kind of curious to see if a good Kai can handle the left side. I'm not sure, but he does a really good job on 21, so I'd assume that he could do a good job on 22, 23, and even 24. But Nyx is one of my favorite long-range AoE marksmen in the game, so I, of course, went with Nyx. If you have a higher Awakened Yuri, this is going to be a lot easier for you. When you get that A3, she's going to do a lot of extra damage. Even the A2 with the extra base attack is going to be really useful. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to check out Discord. Make sure you check out prospector.gg. If you wouldn't mind, if you're ever going to be purchasing anything in the game, check out smile1.prospector.gg. You always get a 10% discount from Smile1 when buying W Gold, and they also have faction bundles in there pretty often as well. Anyways, guys, I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.